Have you ever stopped to think about what it would be like to wake up one morning and not be able to remember your granddaughter's name, or to walk into the kitchen and completely forget why you went there? Maybe you've already lived through that moment. Maybe you've already felt that tightness in your chest when you realize the words simply disappear from your head in the middle of a conversation. And the truth is, this isn't just a silly memory slip. This is your brain calling out for help. And what I'm going to share with you today can change all of that in a way you never imagined. Because while you sleep, while your body rests and the world around you goes quiet, there's a powerful and silent opportunity to rebuild what's being lost inside your mind. And it all starts with 4 simple foods you can add to your routine today, before bed, that have the power to reactivate brain cells that seem to be asleep forever. If you're here right now, watching this video, it's because something inside you knows you need to take action. You feel that your memory isn't what it used to be. You notice that things are getting harder. And I want you to know something very important. You're not alone. Millions of people over 60 are living exactly what you're living. That silent fear that one day you'll wake up and no longer recognize who you are. That dread of becoming a burden to your family. That anguish of looking into your children's eyes and seeing the worry written all over their faces. But I want you to take a deep breath right now and understand that there's still time. There's still hope. And more than that, there's proven science showing that your brain can regenerate, can start working better again, can recover part of what seemed lost. And it all starts with simple choices you make before you lay your head on the pillow. Before we continue, I want to extend an invitation to you. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, I'd really like you to subscribe now, because this isn't just a place where I throw information at you and walk away. This is a space where I speak directly to you with respect, with care, and most importantly, with the truth. I know what it's like to see someone you love losing their memory bit by bit. I know what it's like to feel afraid of the future. And that's why I created this channel, so that you never feel alone on this journey again. So that you have access to information that really works, that's based on science, and that can truly change your life. So click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because every week I bring content like this, made especially for you who want to take care of your mind, your memory, and live with dignity and independence for as long as possible. Now, let's get to what really matters. What happens in your brain while you sleep? Most people think sleeping is just resting. But the truth is much deeper and more fascinating than that. While you're sleeping, your brain is working hard. It's organizing everything you experienced during the day. It's consolidating memories. It's clearing out toxins that have built up between cells. It's repairing damage. It's literally rebuilding itself. And it's precisely in this moment, in this silent and powerful process that happens every night, that you have the greatest opportunity to feed your brain what it needs most to regenerate. Because if you give your body the right nutrients before bed, you're giving your brain the tools it needs to do this rebuilding work much more efficiently. There are 4 foods that science has already proven have a direct and powerful impact on brain cell regeneration during sleep. And the most incredible thing is that these foods aren't expensive, aren't hard to find, and don't require you to change your whole life overnight. They're simple, accessible foods that you probably already have in your kitchen or can buy at any store near your house. And when you start including these foods in your nighttime routine, something magical begins to happen. You start sleeping better. You wake up more energized. You feel that your mind is clearer. Words start flowing again. Names start coming back to you. And that constant fear of losing yourself starts to fade. The first food I want to talk to you about is walnuts. Yes, those simple walnuts you can find anywhere. And I know a lot of people think walnuts are just any old snack, but the truth is that walnuts are one of the most powerful foods that exist for the brain. Inside each walnut, there's an impressive amount of omega-3, which is a type of essential fat that your brain needs to function. Your brain is made mostly of fat, and when you don't get the right fat, it simply can't stay healthy. Walnuts also have powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation in the brain. And inflammation is one of the main causes of cognitive decline, Alzheimer's, dementia. When you eat a handful of walnuts before bed, you're literally giving your brain the fuel it needs to repair itself during the night. Studies show that people who eat walnuts regularly have better cognitive function sharper memory, and a lower risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases. And it doesn't need to be a huge amount. 3 or 4 walnuts a night already make a tremendous difference. The second food is avocado. I know some people turn their nose up at avocado, but I need to tell you something. Avocado is one of the most precious gifts nature has given us to take care of the brain. Just like walnuts, avocado is rich in good fats, those fats that the brain loves and needs. But avocado goes beyond that. It has potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and improve blood flow to the brain. And when blood flows better to the brain, more oxygen and nutrients reach the cells. Avocado also has B vitamins, which are essential for production of neurotransmitters, those chemical substances that make your brain work properly. When you eat a piece of avocado before bed, you're preparing the ground for your brain to work all night long in maximum regeneration mode. And best of all, avocado is super versatile. You can eat it plain, you can make a smoothie, you can put it in a light salad. The important thing is to include in your nighttime routine. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt that squeeze in your heart when you realize you were forgetting simple, everyday things? Have you ever been afraid you're at the beginning of something more serious, like Alzheimer's or dementia? If the answer is yes, I want you to go to the comments right now and write this sentence. I choose to take care of my mind today. It might seem simple, but this small act of writing it down is powerful. It's a commitment you're making to yourself. And when you share this here in the comments, you're also helping other people who are going through the same fear, the same anguish. Because when someone reads your comment, that person realizes they're not alone, that there are other people fighting the same fight. And that brings comfort, brings hope. So go ahead now, write in the comments, I choose to take care of my mind today. And if you want, tell us what you're most afraid of when you think about the future of your memory. I read all the comments, and I truly care about every story that reaches me. Going back to the foods, the third item on our list is fatty fish, especially sardines, salmon, or mackerel. I know some people don't really like fish, but I need to be honest with you. If there's one food that science points to as one of the best for the brain, that food is fatty fish. These fish are loaded with omega-3, that same nutrient I mentioned when I talk about walnuts, but in even greater amounts. Omega-3 is like lubricating oil for your brain. It helps cells communicate better with each other. It protects brain cell membranes. It reduces inflammation. It improves mood, reduces anxiety, and even helps you sleep better. And there's more. Studies show that people who eat fatty fish regularly have a significant reduction in the risk of developing Alzheimer's. The brain literally thanks you when you give it quality omega-3. So if you can, try to include a small portion of fatty fish a few nights a week before bed. It can be a sardine. It can be a piece of grilled salmon. The important thing is that it's a fish rich in good fat. And if you really can't eat fish, talk to a doctor about the possibility of taking a good quality omega-3 supplement. The fourth and final food I want to share with you is the banana. Simple as that. The banana. A lot of people underestimate the banana, but it's a true ally for your nighttime brain health. Bananas have tryptophan, which is an amino acid that your body transforms into serotonin, and serotonin is transformed into melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. So when you eat a banana before bed, you're helping your body produce what it needs to have deep, restorative sleep. And quality sleep is absolutely essential for brain health. It's during deep sleep that the brain clears out toxins, that it consolidates memories, that it does maintenance on everything. If you don't sleep well, the brain can't do this work properly. Bananas also have magnesium and potassium, which relax muscles and help you sleep better. Plus, bananas have vitamin B6, which helps in production of neurotransmitters important for memory and mood. So eating a banana before bed is a simple, cheap, and extremely effective strategy to take care of your brain while you sleep. Now I want you to understand something very important. These 4 foods aren't a magic instant solution. It's not like you're going to eat a walnut today and tomorrow wake up with a memory of when you were 20. It doesn't work that way. The brain is a complex organ, and its regeneration is a process that takes time. But what I can guarantee you, based on everything science has already discovered, is that if you include these foods in your nighttime routine consistently, over weeks and months, you're going to start feeling the difference. You'll notice you're sleeping better, that you're waking up more energized, that words are coming back more easily, that you're more present in conversations, that the fear is diminishing. And this change, however small it might seem at first, is enormous because it means you're taking control of your health, that you're no longer just passively waiting for the worst to happen. You're taking action. And here's a truth that few people tell you. Cognitive decline is not an inevitable death sentence. Of course, genetics plays a role. Of course, age is a risk factor. But science has already proven that lifestyle, food choices, sleep habits, all of this has a huge impact on brain health. There are people in their 80s, 90s who have a sharp mind, incredible memory, who live independently and happily. And there are people in their 60s who already have severe signs of dementia. The difference often isn't just luck. It's in the choices. It's in the care. It's in small daily actions that, added up over time, make all the difference. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to live your next years, your next decades, with dignity, with mental clarity, with independence, with the ability to recognize the people you love and to be recognized by them. But these 4 foods are just the beginning, because the truth is that taking care of the brain is a set of habits. It doesn't help to eat walnuts and avocado at night if you spend all day eating too much sugar, if you don't sleep right, if you don't move your body, if you're stressed all the time. The brain needs a favorable environment to regenerate, and that favorable environment includes balanced nutrition throughout the entire day, quality sleep every night, some kind of regular physical movement, moments of relaxation, of social connection, of purpose. I know it might seem like a lot. I know you might be thinking it's hard to change everything at once. And I agree with you. It is hard. But here's the secret. You don't need to change everything at once. You can start today, right now, including one of these 4 foods in your nighttime routine. Just that. Tomorrow, if you want, include another one. After a week, you'll realize you've already created a habit. And from there, you can start looking at other areas of your life and making small adjustments. And you know what else? You don't have to do this alone. I'm here with you. This channel is here to accompany you on this journey. Every week I bring new information, practical tips, strategies that really work to take care of your memory, your brain, your health as a whole. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Turn on the notification bell. Leave a like on this video, because when you do that, you're helping me take this message to more people who need to hear it. You're helping other people who are afraid, who are lost, who think there's no more hope. And believe me, there is hope. There always is. Now, let me tell you something that happens to a lot of people, and that might be happening to you too. You start forgetting things, and the first reaction is to panic. You think, it's Alzheimer's. You think, I'm losing my mind. You think, soon I won't recognize anyone anymore. And that panic is completely understandable. But here's the truth. Not every memory lapse is Alzheimer's. Not every memory slip means you're developing dementia. Often, what's happening is that your brain is simply overloaded. You're sleeping poorly. You're eating poorly. You're stressed. You're anxious. And all of this affects memory. The good news is that when you start taking better care of your body and your mind, many of these symptoms improve. Memory comes back. Mental clarity comes back. And you realize it wasn't the end. It was just a sign that you needed to pay more attention to yourself. But I also need to be honest with you. If the forgetting is becoming too frequent, if you're getting lost in familiar places, if you're having difficulty doing simple everyday things, it's very important that you see a doctor, because the earlier you identify any problem, the more chances you have to treat it, to slow down the process, to live better. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be ashamed. Taking care of mental health is just as important as taking care of any other part of the body. And a good doctor, a good neurologist, can give you tools, treatments, guidance that make a huge difference. So, if you're worried, make an appointment. Get the test done. Get your questions answered. And at the same time, keep taking care of yourself with these simple habits I'm teaching you here. Let's talk now about how to include these 4 foods in your nighttime routine in a practical and tasty way. Because it doesn't help at all for me to tell you that you need to eat walnuts, avocado, fish, and banana if you don't know how to fit this into your life in a way that works. So here are some ideas. You can make a light snack an hour before bed with 3 or 4 walnuts, half a chopped banana, and a small piece of avocado. That's super simple, super quick, and super powerful. Or you can make a smoothie by blending the banana with a piece of avocado, a little water, or milk, and eat the walnuts on the side. If you like fish, you can have a portion of sardines or salmon for dinner a few nights a week, accompanied by a light salad. And then eat the banana for dessert. The important thing is that you adapt these suggestions to your reality, to your taste, to what makes sense for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be consistent. And there's another important detail. Avoid eating too close to bedtime. Give yourself at least an hour between your last meal and the time you lie down. Because if you eat a lot and lie down right away, your body's going to be busy trying to digest the food instead of focusing on brain regeneration. So have that light snack, wait a little bit, and then go to sleep peacefully. And speaking of sleeping, the quality of your sleep makes all the difference. Try to create a sleep routine. Go to bed at the same time every night. Turn off the TV, your phone, everything that has blue light at least 30 minutes before bed. Keep the room dark, cool, and quiet, because it's in deep sleep that the magic happens. That's where the brain does the cleaning, the rebuilding, the memory consolidation. So respect your sleep. Treat sleep as a priority, because without quality sleep, no food in the world is going to work miracles on its own. Now I want to talk about something that might be going through your head right now. You might be thinking, but I've already tried so many things and nothing worked. I've already taken medicine, already exercised, already changed my diet, and I keep forgetting things. And I completely understand that feeling of frustration. But here's the truth. Taking care of the brain is not a linear process. It's not like taking an antibiotic and the infection goes away in a week. The brain is complex. It responds slowly. It needs time, consistency, patience. And often the results appear subtly. You don't wake up one day and think, wow, I'm cured. But you start noticing you're remembering names better, that you're more present in conversations, that you're less anxious. And these small victories, these small advances, are enormous. They're signs that you're on the right path. So don't give up. Keep going. Because every day you choose to take care of yourself, you're investing in your future, in your quality of life, in your dignity. And there's something I always say and that I need to reinforce here. You are not a burden. You are not a weight. You are not less valuable because your memory isn't what it used to be. Your life has meaning. Your presence matters. The people who love you want you around, want to take care of you, want to see you well. And when you take care of yourself, when you make these simple but powerful choices to include good foods in your routine, to sleep better, to move, you're honoring your own life. You're saying to yourself, I deserve to live well. I deserve to have mental clarity. I deserve to age with dignity. And that's beautiful. That's courageous. That's an act of self-love that deserves to be celebrated. Before we wrap up, I want to give you one last piece of advice. Write down these 4 foods. Write them on a piece of paper. Put on the fridge, or set a reminder on your phone. Walnuts, avocado, fatty fish, banana. These 4 foods are your allies. And starting today, you're going to make a commitment to yourself to include at least one of them in your nighttime routine. Just one. And if you can include all 4, even better. But start with one. Because the important thing isn't to be perfect. The important thing is to start. And when you start, you'll realize it's easier than it seemed. You'll realize you're feeling better. And that will motivate you to continue. To make other changes. To take care of yourself more and more. And if you made it this far, to the end of this video, I want to thank you. I know time is precious. I know you could be watching anything else. But you chose to stay here, with me, learning about how to take care of your mind, your memory, your life. And that shows that you care, that you haven't given up, that you still have hope. And I want you to know that hope is well placed. Because science is on our side. Because there are things you can do. Because there's still time. So leave a like on this video if it helped you in any way. Share it with someone you love who's also going through this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. and go to the comments and write, "I choose to take care of my mind today." Because when you write that, you're making commitment. And I'll be here reading, rooting for you, and bringing more content every week to help you on this journey. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. And remember, your brain has an incredible capacity to regenerate. You just have to give it the right tools. And those tools are within your reach. They're in your kitchen. They're in your choices. They're in your determination to live well, to live with clarity, to live with dignity. Until the next video.